I don't know that I've ever heard the expression of bring it in for a landing, but I like that. I like that. One of the things as a newcomer that we want to keep in mind too is that you're going to end up on a pink cloud.
Right, right.
And so it's so important that you continue coming to meetings because that pink cloud is going to turn into a fucking rain cloud eventually, and you'll hear that expression in meetings. And I love the pink cloud.
Well, what does it mean?
I love it when people are on it. And basically it's, you come in and you start getting sober and I feel so fucking good.
It feels good to be sober.
That I think all of my issues are done.
Right.
I think that I'm going to be able to handle everything with dignity and grace, and that there's not a cloud on the horizon. Nothing is going to bring me off of this. And, it seems like everybody goes through it.
Sure.
It seems like across the board, the longer I'm here, like it seems like everybody lands on the pink cloud, and it's a wonderful place to be. And I'm so grateful for people to be on that. I'm so grateful for the time I was on it, because I can go back and I can compare it to when I'm not on it and remember that, it's not always, it doesn't rain all the time.
Right.
Part of the way the disease manifests itself in me is that when I get into a negative space, I will think that I'm always in a negative space, I'll forget all the sunshine, and I'll be like, God, my life is always just a mess all the time. Nothing ever seems to go right. And if I allow myself to stay there and I don't contrast it with the pink cloud, then I might believe that. I may believe that, and that's just not true.
Right.
And then I'll get on the pink cloud and I may think, this is fucking easy.
Right.
This recovery stuff. I don't even feel like drinking. I don't even want it.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I remember that pink cloud, man. Like, it's funny because I just have so many experiences with in and out of the rooms of AA and different treatment centers. I went through once and I really got introduced to AA, and then I got out. I relapsed while in treatment. I got out. I couldn't put a clean 30 days together, but I was still going to meetings, and then eventually I just stopped going to meetings because I didn't want to show my face around these people because I wasn't doing well,
Yeah.
And then eventually, I went back, and after I came back, I was completely just humble. I was like, I'm just going to shut the fuck up now because, I obviously don't know anything. You guys just tell me what to do, And even then, I would say I was on a pink cloud, after treatment, and I would go to 1, maybe 2 meetings a week. I was on a pink cloud for a while, and I was just doing really well, fitness wise and eating, and I went back to school, and I just sort of felt invincible, and then I don't know if I want to say complacent, but I started getting cocky, maybe. No, I don't even want to know if I want to say cocky, but I started feeling like I got this.
I got this.
Yeah, it's
hold my bear.
It's going to be okay. I got this. And then eventually I started realizing that I was going crazy. And that, if I kept doing things the way that I was doing them, it wasn't going to end up in a good place for me. And so I started going to more meetings, and I sort of doubled down, and I got a new sponsor. And, he was a sponsor that worked the program the way that I felt like you should work the program. He was somebody that wanted me to check in with him every single day, and different sponsors do different things, and the program works differently for different people. And I think that's the thing about AA or a 12-step group is that you find somebody that has the version of their program that works for you in your life. That's what I want. I want what you have. Show me how to do that. And you ask that person to help you and walk you through it. And so, I noticed a big difference in my overall just spirituality when I finally, got a sponsor and started going to more meetings and actually working the 12-step program, and it made such a difference in my life as far as my overall sanity that it was like, okay, this is what I've been missing, and I don't know, like, I'm not going to waste time investigating like why I allowed myself to stray from it, but I will just notice that this is probably what I should be doing, and just to continue doing it, And so now I notice it if I don't go to meetings. I notice it if and when I say that, like, what I notice is I start believing the lies that are in my head. I think is probably the best way for me to sum it up, is like, when I'm not attending meetings regularly, when I'm not talking to other alcoholics, and when I'm not, working a program, I start believing what my brain is telling me, and it might be, oh, you really fucked that up, or, oh, you're worthless, or, oh, you don't look good today, or, maybe a drink might, and it's only like so many of these thoughts that will eventually get me to the one thought that says a drink will make it better.
Right.
And if I start believing these thoughts, that's where I'm headed. And it's like, you know what, like, I better bring it in for a landing.
Yeah. Bring it in for a landing.